everybody. The purpose of this video is to thank everybody who came to my birthday bash, as well as everybody who took part at the bash. But first of all, I'd like to make a disclaimer. I might skip some names, and I know it might feel disrespectful, but it's not my intention. So in order for me to avoid skipping any names, I'm going to thank everybody who took part. I'm going to thank everybody who came to the event. Yeah, so I think that it is covered. The second disclaimer is about artists. I know some artists always ask me, how come you never invited me? I think I tried to explain it when I posted my second poster, because I've got an invitation policy for my gigs, especially these ones that are non-profit making. I think that's the correct English. Because I won't be making any profit, so I won't be able to pay anybody because I don't have any sponsors. So the policy goes like this. I first put up a poster with me alone, and then everybody who volunteers or who is volunteering to come in and partner with me to celebrate my event, they will call me or contact me, and then after listing down the names, we create a second poster. But usually after the second poster, the other artists will always come up and say, can I be included? And then they might not be on the poster, but they'll be present at the gig. The reason why I came up with this policy is at times vamwe magitari mazita akasumuka unoziva kuti vanokurasa. Saka there's a time when I launched my first 2 books. I had 2 events, and I invited a number of artists. But vamwe vacho vanonga kuinvitawo my events avo, and then uona kuti this event is not a profit making event, and then you say, no, I'm not charging anything, I'm just coming to participate. So I found if a fellow musician has got a wedding and things like a book launch, it's not a profit making thing, so you can't charge. Apanokusnoma staff on. But maybe near small producers, we don't have my big names. So at times if you approach even on my big names, usually they either ignore your calls, or they can even block if you carry on phoning, or they direct you to the manager, to another manager, or charge was a hefty fine. Apa usina mari yauri kuita. So ndaona kuti izvinganise. Ino vamwe vacho unozoti vanhu kuti mazita panenge achiri madiki nokutotaura kuti iwo kana zita rako rakura unogona kuzondikanganwa kutokudza kuti my suppliers will never do that, but once rakura vanhu vanochinja. So ndakazviitwa a number of times on my book launches. For those that don't know, I have released 3 books so far. So pandakaita the first 2 book launches ndo pandakaitwa that zvandatsanangura. So ndazongoti you know what, and my next events to avoid the shame and embarrassment, I won't invite anybody directly. I'll just put a poster that has got my picture and my name alone, so that one will not answer my star and star my star to cook one. And then anybody else who volunteers to partner with me, to celebrate with me, and then I will include those on the second poster and on the event. There is no way achiafuta kaita mazita makuru sevanhu vanoimba. So because of that, music industry chine basa is the name. Kana usina zita homba una leverage. So that's the reason why I usually do not invite my artists to my events. Nongo weekend those that volunteer to come and partner with me. So I hope I made it clear, so that person anozofunga kuti someone makati jumpa matikanga neri ndiri close face wako, because chinoitika music industry nyama muri very close, unozo munhu anokukanganwa kana zita rake rasimuka, so anokukanganwa chaiko kushaya basa newe. So I always try to avoid that embarrassment, because tinowana sokumukanya kati ne pride imwe. So after saying that, I'd like to say to all the artists that volunteer to partner with me, thank you so much. Vanhu vana Crane Zulu, Selma Mtukudzi, Tende Manatsa, Freedom Manatsa, Indito Utonga. Ino macho ndotozonyara kuti but vanhu vane mazita akadaiwo vari kuvolunteer kuuya kubata newe. Ona saka there's always two sides to the coin. Pano mumwe kuti mazita avo akakura havachatauriki nazvo, nabasa kuti makabatsirana sei vachisimuka. Pozitowo vamwe kuti unotonyara kuti nomwe wacho nokutoshanda navo futi, but they still want to respect you and honor you for your contribution. So to all those artists, I would like to say thank you so much for coming to celebrate with me. The one extra thing that I would like to say is that I'm not releasing any of the videos until I do a proper post-production. That is when I mix the audios, Zonasita clean, so that there's some integrity to the sound. I'm a music producer, so I always want the sound to be perfect. So after thanking everybody, I would like to single out a few people for my reasons that you'll discover as I speak. Okay, the first person that I'd like to thank is Fanongo Paraclete William. He's the one who was doing everything. He was coordinating, he was stage managing. It's not an easy thing to do stage management on a show in over 20 artists. We have to perform in a space of 4 hours. Because we had 4 hours only from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and we had more than 20 artists. So he was coordinating all that and it was a headache dealing with everybody. And my artists mazhinji adurize kokutanga because kokutanga kune kusati kwanaona kwawanda saka vanoramba kuuya kana vanotadza kubatika kana kuti ameno but mune makabvumirana mushe mushe then pane pakupisa paipa kuti hapasina time everybody shows up. It happens a lot in the music industry, but anyway, still I'd like to say thank you to all the artists and thanks to Para for welcoming all those headaches, because it's a headache to do stage management. So thank you very much. The second person that I would like to thank was my guest of honor, Bishop Adikasi. The way we had planned this birthday gig, we wanted it to have a historical aspect to reflect on my history. And this man contributed a lot in my life. And there's a certain incident that happened in 1993-94. I hope I'm not saying too much, Papa. My wife is an orphan, so she was raised by a loving father, John Mawe Makandea. He was a very loving father, raised like his own child. And he was a government official. He was the head of the Central Intelligence Organization back then. So, vakavhizita kwadzana. Mukadzonga angombovhizita kwadzana achiri musikana. Then ndopatakatanga kudana nepapa. But the father was not able to mwana wangu adana nemunhu wemagitare, unguza magitare abhadhare muZimbabwe kaende magitare back then they carried a very huge stigma. Urombe chichi, so he was not happy kuti mwana adana nemunhu wemagitare. So he tried all he could. I'm not blaming him because I understand kuti unenge une mwana uri kuda then unobvaona ari kuda nemunhu ari kuita kabasa kasina mari chichi, saka he was not happy about it. So baba vangu pavakanzwa the story about kusafara kuri kuita tezvara vakabva kuti asoda kuzotanganisa nevanhu vegovernment panapa, saka chisiyana nemusikana. Saka chakaitika chekuti mukadzi wangu akaramba kuteerera baba wake paakanzisiya mukomana akatomborowa chichichi. Ini baba wangu pandaramba kuvateerera futi pavakati chisiyana nemusikana. Saka pakabva paita hondo dzana tezvara manje tikangoiti the tezvara war, hondo yana tezvara. So takazopiwa ultimatum namudhara kuti samabva padeni in 2 weeks chichichi. Vaitrai kuda kuchengetedzawo mwana wavo vachifunga kuti pamwe I'm putting myself in danger kusateerera vanhu vari mugovernment. Saka tapiwa 2 weeks kudaro, magitara paaramba kunza mari time yachita ndichiri kutanga, saka it was really tough. So tata wonder kuti hey, so what are we going to do? Tinoenda kupinga ndadzingwa panapa. Then ndopa panguva Bishop Kasi on Monday the 27th of June 1994. Then ndiri kutsvaga guitarist. Vatanga kuti ndinoti unodzana vano ichechi vanodzokunoridza here. Pandati ndiri kuuya mangwana the following day kuresa, wangototi handi pakati peusiku ndati amaiza ndiite mapractice pakati peusiku ndoya mangwana makuseni. Saka ndaenda mangwana makuseni panoona pamwe nemupesa inzi Rafu Maurisi airidza bhesi rakaipa, Wellington Masvosva ari pamadrums, aimboridza neFrontline Crew, Happy Mudzundu vari pamakeyboards, then IV and Eni Combo together with Kero Muchokoro pamavocals. So it was massive. Ndikati kana uchiridza like this I will work with you. Saka pauzi nditi is there any other problem iri kunetsa chinhu, ndopana kuzoti mukadzi wangu anogona kudzingwa padheni because ndinetsa namudhara wangu yarinetsa unoona mudhara wake pane hondo dzemadzitezvara. So all I want is to keep you safe. Tikawana pedu pekugara, saka ndopana ndapiwa rent because time iyona ndichiurara mukitchen mamai parakapiwa mari rent. Saka mudhara akazouya zvisho he kept his promise kuti ndausingobvisa vanhu avapamba vaona vaunza vakugara kwavo vega. So this man did a lot in my life. So his wife Ivy together with Eni Combo and Kero Muchokoro, they are the first group andakatanga kupinda navo mustudio tichirekoda gospel. For those of you who don't know, I'm featured on over 1,000 albums in Zimbabwe, and half of those albums are gospel music albums, maybe 3/4 because I worked a lot. There was a time when I didn't go the only lead guitarist on gospel music, so I was playing almost for everybody. There's one show andakatoridzira maband 13 per one show. So song yandakaita na Reverend Ivy, song iyoyo was the first song yandakatanga kuridza gospel. Of course takaita album, so someone might ask kuti uri first song say inonga riri album. Those the first song in the sense yekuti song iyoyo was the first song yatakatanga kutoridza mustudio. So it's in a historical aspect. So ndambotaura nyaya yekuti handiinvite vanhu kakumaningiri nangu maevents angu nenyaya yekutya kudadirwa, but Reverend Ivy is the only artist wandakainvite because ndaitira issue yekuti I wanted to maintain that historical aspect yekuti she's the artist ane song yandakatanga kuridza mustudio. Of course it was a group age yegospel train, but munhu anga akanyora song yacho ndiwo Reverend Ivy, and then ndanga rinoridzwa song. So thank you for coming, Reverend Ivy. Then the second group of people that I would like to thank is my family. This is the first time to have a birthday gig with my family around. Of course, first born family made Cleopatra akazotadza kuuya because of some unforeseen circumstances. But my sister Anontedzera Stella Maimamvura was there with her husband and family and kids. My sister Mwanotera after Stella, tangoda Antera after Stella because alipakati akashaya. Portia Nyarai, Count Maichkom was there with her husband and kids. My sister, of course, Pachirungu's cousin, but Chishona Nama cousins. My sister Nana Tseruvizo was there with her husband Lamek and their kids. My Sekuru Gwatidzo was there as well. My Baba Mdiki, my father's brother, was there as well. Mzukuru wangu Praise Spikiri and his sister Angel was there. So it was a family event. It was my first birthday to have my family members in Sokudaro. Then of course, all my close friends who are now brothers. One of my friends who graduated from friends. Nana Jimmy Msarara. Jameson Msarara. Ndwanza mshedza nchiti Jimmy. So vanondiziva vanonzwa ndichiwanzoshedza nchidaro senichiti that's the Jimmy wacho wandaitara Jimmy Msarara. He was there. Ndakatotaura kuti is the first person akaita ndiite cell phone 1998. And ndichine the same number iyoyo yandakapiwa 1998. Yeah, of course Derek was not there. Derek is in Europe. Mungazoti ko Derek ari kupi ozokireta matheory unzi ndokunge wakaburana munhu no atinoburana is in Europe anito yaari kuita kuEurope. Then the third group of people that I would like to thank is the Alliance Francaise team led by Fanny. The surname is very difficult for me to pronounce. And one thing I would like to say is a number of restaurants have asked me why I keep doing my birthday celebrations at the Alliance Francaise. This is the third one. The reason is that Alliance Francaise is the one that came up with the idea in the first place. The director is the one who contacted me and said, don't you want to do a gig at our venue? We'll give you a PA system, we'll give you the lights, we'll give you the venue, we'll give you a sound engineer, and then we'll pay something to your band. And then we'll get the entrance fee. So it was too tempting to deny. It was a very generous offer. So at first I said, you know what, I'm not a popular artist, so I doubt that if I do shows, people will come. I'm not a popular artist, I'm just a producer who works behind the scenes. So I wouldn't want to embarrass you and do a show that no one attends. But I said, okay, I'll think about it. And then after thinking about it, that's when I said, you know what, I can do one show per year just to celebrate my birthday. That's when we came up with the idea of doing birthday gigs. So I started in 2023, 2024, and now it's 2025. Their offer is very generous because you go to the gig with no headache. What am I going to do to cover this? Because they will pay you, they will give you the venue for free, and they will pay for the PA system, pay for the lights, pay the sound engineer, the sound engineers on. So to Fanny, I would like to say thank you so much for being so kind. And to our others, Mabun restaurants, I say this is a good thing that Alliance Francaise does, because it also promotes their place on. So it's not always about charging one with the because at times no mama events and wait to starting Jumbo it is Simbi. So thank you so much, Fanny. After saying that, I would also like to say thank you to the sound engineer, Denford, who was doing the sound. I think he works with Divine Concert Sound. And thanks to Divine Concert Sound, your sound was brilliant. And Marufu was also helping with the sound. I don't remember the guy who was doing the lights. And also Derek Vori was there as well. I don't remember what he was doing, but he was part of the technical team. Thank you so much, guys. And then the next group of people that I would like to thank are people who gave me gifts. I think I had 3 people that gave me gifts. The first one came from Mr. Mataranyika from Nyaradzo group of companies. He came with this one. It's a gift voucher for me and 12 of my friends. A 2-night stay on the This Is It houseboat, your floating paradise on Lake Kariba, and access to guided water activities, sunset cruises, and fishing excursions. Yeah, so this is what Mr. Mataranyika and the Nyaradzo group of companies did for me. Thank you so much, Nyati. Thank you so much. I've never gone on a boat cruise just to relax with Muspawa. Despite I've been on a boat, I'm traveling, like when we were moving from USA to Canada with all of them. But this one happened, for 2 nights with my friends to Kariba. So, yeah, but I need somebody about Warwin and Danan in the one of Manasa family is a very passage. This is just great. Thank you so much, Mr. Mataranyika. Then the second gift came from Pesi Musa. He gave me a drone. Hey. Video editing, video shooting and editing. I now have a drone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to assembler, but I undervarwa. I'm going to have fun shooting my videos with a drone. I've never owned a drone. It's my first time, so I'm very excited. So thank you so much, Musa. Then the third person that gave me a gift that I would like to thank is my Murora, my daughter-in-law, my Matipa. She's the one who brought the cake. If you watched my videos that I used to shoot for the rehearsals, Mara was shouting at me, achiti wakaramba cake, chichi. Kuzanga toita sei necake ndati haana mari yekutenga cake then. But muroro wangu family, then she brought me a cake, a lovely cake, shape guitar. So thank you so much to my Murora, my Matipa. And the cake racho rikunaka because namboji yakapisness yarikufamba. Then the fourth person is my mfano wangu a businessman anonzi Takawira so. And he promised me kunpo a gift. The reason why ndamutenda asati aunza is because pese panoti blast ndoda kuitira something asati ambotita let down. So ndongofana mutenda in advance. Ndikabribe kuti azonyara kundita let down, but still he has never let me down. Like. Then we failed to have time kunazita proper auction because mabhenda angawandisa. Suppose ungitoka auction chimbi ndikati papa namuna anombotenga pa. Of course, as my auction kunyadzisa wana kuti unoti kune munhu uchari pamari wese pamuroma mic pamuromo. MC ndarogara ndomuti kuti I don't like auctions ekuembarasa wana. Vanhu vangu buditse mari vega vasina kupinpointwa kana kunyadziswa kana kuembaraswa. So angoita ka quick auction zvake. And then Dr. Hilary Chigware bought, I think he bought it for 150. I cannot see the amount. But thank you so much for buying the flash disc. It was packaged very well, so nicely. Muka package so. Kanenge Makade Benga. It's a nice packaging which was done in South Africa. So thanks for that. Then I would also like to thank the MCs, Pastor Donald Kanyaofu and MC Sam, for work well done. Thanks so much for that. The event went very well. And then I would like to thank my wife and daughter. Yeah, my daughter is the one who's some CDs in my books. Then my wife, of course, to make sure that I was looking good and everything. So yeah, though that was the purpose of this video. Thanks guys for coming to my birthday celebration. And thanks to everybody. In fact, I mentioned my status. I know I'm not going to jump 1 or 2, but I know I'm becoming regular. Saga to Sangalapa level 56. This was level 55. Thank you.
Well, it's monosophical.